Around 73% of people that move to San Marcos don't leave for at least for a few years. So what's keeping them here? I spent weeks digging into life in San Marcos and the results may surprise you. In this video, I will tell you about the reasons why San Marcos is appealing, talk about the potential setbacks that might stop you from moving, determine if San Marcos is right for you, and so much more. Hey, I'm Sean Tips, and you've discovered your local expert. San Marcos has everything you need, but the aim of this video is simple: to determine whether San Marcos is truly meant for you. If you stick around at the very end, I have a bonus tip waiting for you. So without any further ado, let's get started. Starting at number 5, San Marcos has a thriving culture scene. A place without character is a place where you will be constantly demoralized. It's not fun to live in such a place because that means that life is simply boring. And I'm not the one saying it. The study is a journal of cultural economics shows that lack of cultural scene in a place directly affects the mental well-being of its residents. But guess what? You don't have to deal with that if you live in San Marcos. In fact, when I first came here myself, I was surprised by the diversity and cultural attractions that it had to offer. Downtown San Marcos is adorned with multiple artistic murals. I remember some of them were actually hidden behind buildings and alleys. This shows how vibrant the artistic scene is, but you would be wrong to assume that's where it all ends. The area hosts multiple music festivals, and in fact, there's also numerous mermaid sculptures throughout the city. This not only makes the residents happy, but also gives the city a unique character. This thriving cultural scene is also backed by another aspect, which I will get into later. But the vibrant cultural scene does come with a bit of a downside. Okay, coming in at number 4, San Marcos has a limited job market. While it's true the cultural aspect of San Marcos is unparalleled, the city does face problems with unemployment. In fact, there's about 4% of the population is still unemployed. The number might seem low, and because it is, the major problem is that there's not enough job diversity in the market. Don't believe me? Go check out platforms like LinkedIn, Indeed, and other job platforms. You might notice that the primary openings presently are in job sectors like education, retail, and healthcare. San Marcos has a large shopping center and is home to Texas State University and has multiple hospitals and clinics, creating an abundance of jobs in those sectors. However, people who specialize in fields like engineering, marketing, and other technical or creative fields have a shortage in jobs here. This is quite problematic for the residents as they do have other means of getting employed in these sectors, which I will get into a little bit later. However, the job market often comes across as a blessing in disguise. But how? Moving on, number 3, San Marcos is quite friendly on the bank account. As I said, residents don't let the limited job market bother them as they have other means. But remember, when I said the cultural scene is backed by another aspect, well, when you live in a place that has a vibrant culture, but you don't have to drain your bank account. Turns out San Marcos is exactly the place you get for the most affordable cities in Central Texas. The overall cost of living is 2% lower than the Texas average and 10% lower than the national average. Housing is also affordable, with the median housing costs about $322,050, which is 70% lower than the national average. No, people don't generally mind a higher cost of living if there's a good culture scene, but there are, again, both here, and those things are all in one single area. Also, utilities are 4% lower, transportation is 10% lower, and services are 2% less expensive than the national average. This is one of the prime reasons why people tend to move to San Marcos: a good cultural scene, affordable cost of living. And this is not even one of the prime reasons, which I'll get into later. Now, what about the weather in San Marcos, Texas? Coming in number 2, the summers are hot. I'm not saying the weather in San Marcos is unbearable. For 3.6 months from June to mid-September, temperatures surpass 89 degrees. It reaches a high of 100 plus degrees during July and August, which is also accompanied by high humidity. This makes it feel even hotter than it is, which can make outdoor fun a bit tough. When the heat and humidity mix, the heat index rises and it feels very intense. So it's super important to drink lots of water, wear the right clothes, and take breaks in the shade. Even though the summers are hot, you can still enjoy the outdoors in San Marcos. The best time is early morning and late evenings, where it's still slightly cooler. Spring and fall are also great for outdoor fun, with milder weather and perfect for events and activities. Locals love cooling off by tubing the San Marcos River and saving outdoor plans for fall and spring months. These tricks help them make the most of this beautiful Texas weather. Moving on to number 1, there is proximity to major cities. Remember when throughout the video I've said things like the thriving cultural scene is also backed by another aspect, which I'll get into later. a good cultural scene and affordable living conditions, but this is not even one of the prime reasons, which I will get into later. And this is quite problematic for residents, though they have other means of getting employed in these sectors, which I will get into in a while. And also, I mentioned how people are not bothered by the limited job opportunities in San Marcos. Let me ask you this. You can live in a place that is half the cost of Austin, close to Austin, allowing you to commute almost effortlessly, which in turn will save you money when you buy a house and the overall cost of living. Will you not take me up on this offer? Chances are you will. See, most people are not bothered by the limited job market, the 3.5 months of hot weather, because they have access to amenities of big cities like Austin and San Antonio. While living in small towns saves money, saves them from the hustle and bustle of the big cities, allowing them to have the small town feel. This is why I personally believe moving to San Marcos in 24 is a great decision. If you're still watching this video, that means you liked it and found it helpful. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. Additionally, I have a bonus tip for you. Check out the tubing on the San Marcos River. Not everybody's interested in the murals, the artistic murals, and some people crave the nature and the great outdoors. The beautiful San Marcos River is perfect for tubing, keeping it a cool 72 degrees all year long. It's a great way to beat the heat during the Texas summers. Popular spots like Texas State Tubes and San Marcos Lions Club Tube Rental offer everything you need, from tube rentals to shuttle service. The gentle current makes it for a relaxing float, with trips lasting from 45 minutes to 3 hours depending on the route. When tubing, remember to bring essentials like sunscreen, water shoes, and reusable water bottles. Safety is key. Wearing a life jacket, especially for kids, is a good idea. Also help keep the river clean and avoid glass containers and taking out your trash with you. Tubing isn't just fun, it's a big part of the local culture. It makes events and festivals, including river activities. Hey, if you like this video and expect to see more content, do drop a comment down below. I ask you to click on the videos on the screen and explore my other videos. Once again, my name is Sean Tips. I'm a realtor from Austin, Texas, and if I can be of service to you, my contact information in the description box is below. If you want to keep receiving real estate market updates about the Austin metro area, make sure to subscribe and follow me here and my other socials. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. And remember, I'm your local expert, and I will see you around town.